Hello and welcome. So today I wanted to talk about why I decided to buy an Xbox One X. So, because I think some people are curious about that. So basically, I haven't owned an Xbox One, so that's a first. So if there's questions of, do you have an Xbox One, did you upgrade? No, I don't have an Xbox One. Now, if I want to do a direct comparison to that question, I did have a PlayStation 4, and I am very, very happy that I got the PlayStation 4 Pro, because you can just see that extra level of quality in the games, especially in games like Uncharted 4 and so on. So I was very happy to get the Pro. So the fact that I'm skipping the Xbox One and going straight to the Xbox One X, I guess I'll be happy. Now, price. In the UK, the Xbox One X, at least for the one I got, the Project Scorpio edition, was £450. Now, it might look like a lot of money, but if I want any modern graphics card for my PC, it will cost me 600 plus, easily. So, it's a case of buy an entire gaming console for £450, or get a graphics card for 600 plus. You know what I mean? And also as well, the advantages that the Xbox brings is things like it can play a whole bunch of games which I didn't have access to before because of Xbox exclusive and blah blah blah. Not many, but a few, like Halo and so on. And then these days I'm more preferring console games to PC, to be perfectly honest, because I've been having so many technical issues with my PC and trying to run a one PC setup for live streaming and YouTubing and so on, that I actually prefer consoles. So games like Gears of War, for example, I probably will just prefer it on the Xbox. And also as well, I'm just curious to see how powerful it is, you know, because they showed so many demos where they said it's like 40% more powerful than a PlayStation 4 Pro, and on paper it is. And some of the trailers I've seen and so on, like for example Rise of the Tomb Raider enhanced for Xbox One X, looks incredible. And all of that for, I'll say, only £450. You know, that is cheap when you consider, like I said, how expensive graphics cards are these days. And on top of all of that, it's also the backwards compatibility that I'm interested in. So as far as I'm aware, Xbox One X will be compatible with a lot of Xbox 360 games and even original Xbox games. And given it's got an equivalent to boost mode that you can find on PlayStation 4 Pro, it's got one kind of better, more in tune. A lot of the old games will run even better. So if you browse to YouTube channels like Digital Foundry, you can see direct comparisons. And one game, I loved Bayonetta on the Xbox 360. It ran way better on the Xbox than it did on the PlayStation. And now on Xbox One X, it will just run a solid 60 frames a second, regardless of how busy the screen is. And the question has come up, what's more important, 4K or 60 FPS? In my opinion, 60 FPS is more important than 4K, because I can't stream at 4K. I don't have a 4K screen. 4K looks incredible, but my screens are 24-inch, so 1080p on 24-inch looks perfectly fine. So I would rather have the higher frame rate. And also as well, some of the games will push 4K 60 FPS, so 1080p should be easy in a lot of cases. But it 100% depends on the developer, what engine they're using, how well they optimize it to take advantage of the system, and so on and so on. So there has to be some input from the developer as well. Like a game like Bloodborne, for example. There are scenes in Bloodborne which run at 10 frames a second because there's just so many monsters on screen that even a PlayStation 4 struggles with it. So it would be nice if the developers really thought, okay, look, we have more powerful systems now, you know, let's try and get advantage of them. And some people were saying that potentially PlayStation 5 will be announced next year. I highly, highly doubt that. Like, I reckon we won't get any announcements until 2020. So, like, I think that this new generation of upgraded PlayStation 4 and Xbox One X is just to delay the next generation for another 2-3 years, and then we'll get, you know, PlayStation 5, Xbox 2, whatever, you know, whatever the next consoles are going to be. And power is not everything. The Nintendo Switch showed that to us. Like, 2 of the games I've played on Switch, Zelda Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, 10 out of 10 games, perfect gameplay, incredibly fun. Graphically, they're alright. We don't need 4K, we don't need 60 FPS, it's a perk. And now, the thing is with the Xbox, I'm going to really try with this Xbox. I'm going to really try my best. So I'm going to get games on there. I'm going to prefer games on the Xbox just because it is more powerful than the PlayStation. So if there is a game which is on Xbox and PlayStation, I am really going to see which one has got better support on which platform. So my understanding is, for example, Monster Hunter Worlds, you can pre-order it now. You can even pre-order the collector's edition if you care about that sort of thing. And given that it will be Xbox One X enhanced, I will probably get it on Xbox rather than on PlayStation. And as well, the Xbox One X has got 4K Blu-ray player, 4K streaming from Netflix, plus HDR in all cases, whereas PlayStation has HDR in most, but not all. It's not like in all cases, whereas Xbox is sort of like in every case. And one thing I'm waiting for next year is to get a G-Sync HDR screen. I want to get a third screen, but I'm waiting for the technology to be there because I want to make sure it's great for both the consoles and the PC. So that's why I'm waiting for that third main screen for my setup. And on top of all of that, when a new game comes out, you know, I want to be able to just play it, regardless whether it's on PlayStation or Nintendo or Xbox. The only place where I draw the line is I'm not going to invest in like a Nintendo DS or the real portable stuff. I don't really care about that sort of thing. I think those three consoles, PlayStation 4 Pro, Switch, and Xbox One X, will do. And if I upgrade my graphics card as well, then I have the setup. I'll be able to play 95% of AAA titles. And we'll see where it goes, basically. So I want to say good luck to Microsoft. I hope it works out. You made me into a believer. What swayed me in the argument was of the fact of the backwards compatibility. So the fact they can play Xbox 360 and original Xbox games as well as Xbox One games, that's what tipped the tide for me. Because PlayStation's backward compatibility is not been great. Like PlayStation and Sony's argument with that is simply a case of, if you have PlayStation 3 games or PlayStation 2 games, PlayStation 1 games, you probably have that console somewhere. And I know that PlayStation has been remaking some of these games on PlayStation 4. Like, you can buy nearly every Final Fantasy now on PlayStation 4. And they are, like, slowly remastering them and so on. But it's a very slow process. Whereas I think out of the gate, Xbox will have a lot more backwards compatibility. And, of course, it has to be about the games. You know, that's the whole point of this. And I will be exploring more and more games as I get the Xbox. So the first game I want to play on Xbox One X is Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, I know it's available on multiple platforms, but I don't have a killer PC, and as far as I'm aware, it will run better on the Xbox than it will on the PlayStation. I am also looking to see how much better Final Fantasy 15 is even on Xbox compared to PlayStation. Because, you know, the opening scene, or in the demo at least, you see a child Noctis. That scene runs at like 10-20 FPS for some reason on PlayStation 4. Whereas on Xbox One X it runs a lot better. Now, I know Square Enix still need to push the boundaries. They need to optimize the game properly to take full advantage of the Xbox One X. But if they do that properly, especially with the coming PC version of the game, then hopefully it will be an amazing version of the game for a much, much cheaper price than buying a full-on PC to play it. And yeah, so that's my motivation behind getting the Xbox One X, and we'll see where it goes. I will try and do as much coverage as I can on my channel about Xbox games and how they compare. I'm sure there will be some comparisons between different games on the different platforms. And the thing is though, guys, I'm a gamer, so I'm not going to say I'm team PlayStation or I'm team Switch or I'm team Xbox or any stupid shit like crap like that. You know, it's a case of I want to just play amazing games. I don't care what platform they're on. So that's why I've got all of them. You know, it's a case of I got the Xbox, got the PlayStation and the Switch. And PC as well. So that's it. So any great games. If you have any games on Xbox that you can recommend for me, please let me know in the comments down below. Remember to like, favorite, and subscribe. If you like this setup of blog video, also let me know. I've noticed that the viewership on these vlogs is getting better and better and better. So if you want me to keep doing them, then just let me know. So like one of the videos I'm thinking about making next is potentially how you deal with life challenges, for example, you know, just to share my experience with you guys, because I know that there's a lot of you who like my my style and what I have to say. So anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye. Bye bye.